What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Dr. Horsepower, and today we're going to be reviewing my brand new 2026 Ram 3500 Dually Mega Cab Night Edition. That is one of the longest names that you could possibly get on a truck. We're going to be going over everything from the front to the back, talking about mostly pros, not too many cons. We're going to do another video with things that I don't like about this truck that could have been better. But let's get started here up front, with the most obvious being everything's blacked out with this truck, guys. I'm talking everything front to back, even down inside of the headlamps. As you can see here, the newer style, everything is blacked out. The lamp housing, entire grille, the wheels, the 17. I mean, it don't get any darker than that. It just looks so menacing coming down the road. But most importantly, let's talk about what's underneath this hood, if I can get this thing popped. All right, so for this new 2026 model, you are going to be getting the 8-speed in comparison to the old 6-speed. The 8-speed just feels a little, I don't know, it feels like it's ready to up and go at any moment, a little torquier than the previous. You're going to get your inline 6, your 6.7 liter. That's right, 6.7. Paired with that 8-speed is just, I mean, it's beautiful. Now, you do have, as you can see here, you do have functional heat extractors here. Those are functional, but this sporty looking hood here with the ram air is not functional, guys. It does not port through. As you can see here, why Ram did not make that functional, I don't know. I do have a Hellcat with the exact same looking hood, and it is fully functional, so I don't know why Ram, with it still being Mopar, why they could not incorporate the same thing. Let's move forward to the grille. One thing that you're going to notice is there are a buttload of cameras on this truck. They are all over the place. Ram did a really good job of hiding them, but you have your camera there for your 360s. All the way down here, you're gonna have a couple cameras hidden down there into the fog lights, all into the bottom end of this grille. You're gonna have a sensor here for your speed control whenever you're doing cruise control. The grille for this 2026 is a brand new grille. What I like about it is one massive grill, but they also split it up. You have like a baby grill here in between the bottom grill here. Of course, you're going to have your tow hooks up front. They are blacked out as well. I mean, let me just back up and give you guys a view of what you see coming down the road with this. The thing is massive. I'm using a GoPro right now, so I don't know if you're getting the fisheye effect, and it makes the truck look smaller than what it is, but this thing is ginormous coming down the road. We're gonna move over to the side. All black badging as well, except for that heavy duty is in red there, and then your turbo diesel is also in red. Not sure why they did that. I may end up replacing this with a fully blacked out badge there. I don't like the red kind of sticking out. I want everything from the front to back to be black. You are going to have your non-painted rear view mirrors, but these rear view mirrors are power, so that is a big plus. Your necks and wheels, not a big fan of those on a truck this big. It does make it look like a joke, like they are just two tiny little pizza cutters. So a tire upgrade is definitely going to be needed if you get one of these trucks. Now, these tires, they're not bad. They are quiet. They are pretty comfortable with all the sidewall, but they are known for picking up rocks. I have quite a few rocks here in the back, as you can see, and I mean, they just grab the rocks and they basically throw them at whoever's behind me, tearing up someone else's front end. And this wheel here is known for throwing rocks at the wide body back here, at this big bubble butt. I do have PPF film. That's one thing that Ram does offer, is you're going to have paint protection film here. There's not a lot of it, but there's some on there. Let's see here, what's next. I know I'm skipping over a lot of things, but I'm not a Ram salesman. I'm not trying to sell you a truck. So some of these things I'm going to skip right over and just keep it moving to the bigger things. You do have limited back here, all blacked out badging. As you can see, the big Ram here instead of the small Ram logo. 4x4 badging is blacked out. Back here, you're going to have all of your outlets that you're going to need for any kind of towing situation. As you can see there in the back of the bed, which is assisted, as you can see there. Now, it is not up, you do have to let it up yourself, but it is pretty light. It's actually very light. Couple fingers and you can let the truck bed up. You're going to have your lighting back here. There's another camera right up there, if you can see that, for your bed camera, and then also your towing cameras, which I'll be showing you in a little while. You're going to have more outlets in here. 115 volt, that will definitely come in handy. You're going to have more plugs in here for whatever you may need when it comes to towing. spray-in bed liner already comes with it. This, I ended up buying this afterwards just to protect it from some of the elements in this Florida heat. Let's make our way on around. Of course, you're going to have your LED side markers here. When you have a dually front and back, you're going to have the amber in the front, red in the back. But I think that's just about it, guys. Back window, of course, power sliding window there. They even went as far as blacking out the brake light housing up there. To me, that's key. All the small things, they blacked them out. I do wish that they would have did a little more black on the tail light here. I don't know, maybe just black out the housing around it, but that's for another video. Now let's make our way on over to the inside of the truck. You are going to get your Ram Limited key right here, which I thought was pretty neat. Nice rugged key, doesn't feel cheap, doesn't feel plasticky. You do get the Limited written on there. In order to get into the truck, you are going to have running boards that do pop out, and they stay pretty flush. You can't even really tell that they're down there until you open the door, and voila, so there they go, all the way to the back of the truck. So that was a really nice touch. Don't mind how dirty this truck is. I am actively driving this truck every single day, putting my miles on it. On the inside, one thing that really catches your eye is the wood in here. The little touches of wood here. This is real wood. You're going to get your black chrome accents everywhere. I believe 17 speakers total with the Harman Kardon. Sound system is absolutely amazing. You're going to have your tweeters here. Sunroof here. Ram did not do the massive moonroof that I believe Ford offers. I'm not sure if Chevy offers it or not. Why Ram is not offering it yet, I don't know. I guess if it isn't broke, don't fix it. But you do have your sunroof there. All your little buttons here to operate the back window, the sunroof, your emergency phone calls. In the back, plenty of space. I have let one seat down. I did have my dog riding with me, so to me that is key. You can let this down, you're gonna have all this added space. It is flat. You can turn it, I mean, the size of this, this one does go down as well, so if you let them both down, it is huge. I swear, it feels like you can put a twin mattress back there, blow it up completely, and you can sleep inside of this truck with comfort. That is a lot of space in there. With this being the mega cab, these back seats actually recline. So if you have kids, not even kids, if you have adult friends that you're going out with, they can actually recline these seats. If you want to put a sound system in here, you have plenty of space back here for your sound system. You got all kinds of hangers and stuff, things that you may want to hang up. Back here, there are hidden compartments. You can open this area right here up and put whatever you may want in there, your protection, and I'm not talking condoms, something that could have you prepared for a zombie apocalypse. There's a smaller one over here on this side. Yeah, right in there. So you do have some hidden compartments in there. Let's see here, let me hop back out. I'm gonna show you about how much size you have back here. So I am 5'11". I sit back here and there's plenty of space, guys, plenty of space. These seats are actually back pretty far, so you're not gonna have to worry about that. Plenty of headroom in here. You're gonna have all the outlets you want here. Another 115 volt outlet here for charging. Plenty of outlets there. You're gonna have some cup holders here. There's some cup holders in the back seat. Let me see, no cup holders in these back doors. But yes, in the back, doors are basically the same, more Harman Kardon with that black chrome wrapped around it. The stitching here is nice. I do like the stitching layout on these seats. Limited written all over the place, even in your custom floor mats, all weather floor mats. Let me see, speakers up in the ceiling, more Harman Kardon. Let's see, now let's dive into the front. All right, so you do have the soft touch. Everything is leather. Not sure if it's real leather, but it is soft touch everywhere, nice and plush with the white stitching. I'm not a huge fan of the white stitching, only because it gets dirty so easily. White stitching all across the steering wheel, more of that wood inside of the steering wheel with that flat bottom. Love it. Sometimes you just want to hold on to that whenever you're driving. One thing I do got to give them credit for is this leather that they use with the white stitching. They gave you accessories with it everywhere. They leather wrapped your gear shifter here, which to me, that is nice. That's just a nice touch. Even leather wrapped with white stitching on your handles here. So that's something that they necessarily did not have to do, but Ram did it anyway. The screen, let me get this truck crunked up so I can show you guys the screen here. All right, so on the door, like I mentioned, you are going to have your power I'm not going to go through all the buttons, but you do have your power windows. You can let them, your power mirrors, you can let them in. You can make them stick out a little bit further for if you're towing anything. Let me turn this air down, make sure there's no music on. So that was a big plus. Also heated mirrors, so the top mirror, the bottom mirror, both heated. There are more cameras. There are so many cameras all over this truck that I forget to point them all out to you, but there is a camera right there. There are cameras underneath the bottom. There's lights underneath the bottom. Hop back in here and show off some of these cameras for you. All these buttons here, we're definitely not going to go over every single button. Entire dashboard is now a screen, which I'm a huge fan of. It is 2026. No one really cares to have your actual gauges in there. The illumination around the screen at night, I mean, it just makes you feel like you're in a luxury truck. There is no heads-up display though. I do got to say, no heads-up display, but the screen upgrade is beautiful with the Limited right up there at the top to remind you that you are in the Limited. Massive screen here, 14, let me see here. There we go. That shows off the screen size a little bit better. 14.5 inch screen with all of your trailer stuff down here. So if you are pulling a trailer, you got all kinds of assistance. I'm not sure who all uses these little knobs, but that could even help you steering a trailer if you're not very good at it. Me, I'm just going to do it the old school way and just steer it. Course, 4 high, 4 low, all the good stuff there. Enough power. I don't know who Ram thinks is in these trucks and why you would need so many outlets in here. I mean, there's what, 6, 7 here. You got your ones in the back, so you'll just never need all those. There'll be too many cords all the way around the truck. But you do have dual charge ports here. They're wireless charging, so you and your significant other or your kids, you can just throw your phones in there, sit on there, and they will be charging. All the space down in here, that is plenty of space. You can also pull this right here forward, get rid of some of that space. Now you're going to have some more cup holders. There are enough cup holders in here to house all the beers at a frat party, I swear. 2 cup holders there in the door, 2 cup holders over there in that door, 2 more cup holders here. There's more back there if I were to let that seat up. More of your wood here. Let's see here, open this up. You got more of your wood here, a little coin area, so plenty of storage. Up here you're gonna have another Limited. They make sure that you know and your passengers know that you are in a Limited, that you paid that extra $10,000–$11,000 to get that badge. So that I do appreciate. I'm not sure if I showed y'all the added wood there whenever we were in the back, but let's see here. You're gonna open this up and you have some space in there. Close that, open it up. You have an even larger compartment for whatever it is you want to store in there. Like I mentioned, this can go back, so back and forth. And then underneath here, I thought that was a nice touch for all the handymen that do a lot of cutting and measuring and things like that. You're gonna have all your numbers and measurements spec'd out on there. So that was pretty neat to me. Heated and cooled seats. You're Limited there as well, but for the most part, I mean, everything is just, I mean, it's blacked out. I know in the camera that the screen has a lot of red on it. I don't know why cameras pick that up, but that red is not normally on the screen. The passenger, here's what I thought was pretty neat. The passenger has their own screen. You can't really see it. Here, let me turn it on. You can't really see it. So at night when I'm driving this truck, it's actually a privacy screen. So right now it's on and you cannot see it. I'm talking at night with that screen being on full brightness, I cannot even tell that it's on. So my wife can sit over there. She has access to the camera, has access to whatever she wants to put on over there. If she wants to watch a TV show and run it through the HDMI outlet right there, she can. But here's a little, I'm hoping that the camera's able to pick it up. But yeah, she has her own selection. She can control the radio, whatever she wants to do from over there. So I thought that was a pretty nice touch. Limited listed once again over there. So yeah, Limited is all over this truck, which I can appreciate. Up here on the dash, we do have my window sticker with the price that I paid for this truck. If you guys are interested in knowing what I paid for this truck, just let me know and I'll make another video on that. I'll go over all the specs. There are quite a few specs on here, more Harman Kardon up there, as you all can see. And for the most part, I think that's about it. I think I basically touched on all the major things. Now, this truck is on air ride suspension. Let me see if I can find it back here. I may have to get down underneath the truck. Let's see it. So yes, there we go. You can see that there. Air ride suspension. So if you are pulling something heavy, and this thing will pull just about whatever you want it to pull. If you are pulling something heavy and your truck starts to squat in the back, it will automatically lift back up so that you are still sitting level, which I thought was just absolutely brilliant for these trucks. Getting onto the back of this truck, with this being a dually, Ram has not yet, why they have not added a footstep there, I don't know. Ram, if you're listening to this, please, on the next model, add that footstep there. Chevy and Ford are already doing it. It makes it so much easier to get in and out of bed. So for now, if I want to get something out the front of the bed, I basically have to climb up onto the tire, pray to God that I don't scratch my my body here, and then reach over into the top. They do have this little kick out right here to kind of help you get into the bed, but that's about it. That's about the only thing that you're really going to have. But besides that, I mean, I think I've basically hit everything. So if you guys enjoyed this content, if you guys like this truck, let me know down in the comments. If you guys think I should have went with either Ford or GMC or Chevy, let me know that as well. If you do drive a truck and you have some ideas of what I should do for modifications, because I plan on modding the heck out of this truck. In fact, I already got some of the mods at the house. So if you have any recommendations, anything that you want to see, let me know. Put it down in the comments, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.